Soldiers, welcome to the Military Weapon Conference. Today's topic is AK117. A fast assault rifle that was a top-tier weapon for several seasons. It received a huge nerf in Season 9, then got buffered again in Season 12. So is AK117 back to the meta now? You will soon find out. In this video, I'm gonna show you the best loadouts for both MP and BR. Stay tuned, don't blink. Peace. AK117 has great rate of fire with low recoil penalty, which allows it to beam enemies at close to mid-range. In Season 9, its hip fire and recoil got a huge nerf. However, its damage received a buff in Season 12, strengthening its combat ability at the mid-range. So is AK117 still one of the meta in the game? Well, let me show you the weapon stats first. AK117 is a fast weapon. It has the highest fire rate among all assault rifles. By default, it has 30 bullets in the magazine with a fire rate of 711 rounds per minute. The reload time is 2.3 seconds, and ADS speed is 300 milliseconds, which is similar to its brother AK-47. The drop time is around 400 milliseconds, and the raise time is around 468 milliseconds. It's about the average. Drop time is calculated when switching the weapon to another weapon. Raise time is calculated when switching it back. Basically, they indicate how long it takes to switch the weapon. Initially, the AK117 has barely no recoil, high damage and almost no hip fire spread, which makes it the best gun in Battle Royale. This was nerfed when Season 9 was released. In Season 12, the gun's hip fire, bouncy recoil, and damage got buffed, making AK117 more flexible at close to mid-range. Now let's take a look at the damage and range of this weapon to see what exactly the buff is. AK117 is a high fire rate assault rifle with less damage. The time to kill drops significantly along with the range. This means AK117 is only effective in close to mid-range, if without any range boost attachment. In Season 12, the damage meter of AK117 got updated. As compared to the old meter, now it deals 25 damage up to 4 meters, 22 damage from 5 to 21 meters, 19 damage from 22 to 36 meters, and 15 damage over 37 meters. Normally, assault rifles have 2 body multipliers. Basically, if the bullet hits the body it deals normal damage. If the bullet hits the head, it deals 1.2 times normal damage. With a buff, AK117 now has 3 damage zone instead of 2. A new 1.1 body multiplier was introduced to the upper body and arms, which makes the weapon more aggressive if you can hit the upper body area. Well then, this looks promising. However, is it a real buff to a normal player, in terms of time to kill or shots to kill? Not really. If we check the shots to kill figures, the shots to kill remains exactly the same, as it was for the old AK117, only if you can land at least 3 shots to the upper body in mid-range. From 22 to 36 meters, you can kill the enemy with 5 shots. The damage buff isn't good enough to make AK117 a meta again. There are better options for assault rifles. So the damage buff isn't really impressive. How about the weapon recoils? Well, let's find it out. The fact is, the recoil pattern of AK117 is very unique. It doesn't consistently move from one direction to another, like most of the assault rifles will do. Basically, it's just completely random each time. It can have straightly vertical recoil like AK-47, or it can go up and to the left, or to the right. So it is hard to master the recoil control of AK117 as the recoil is not predictable. However, since the recoil is mainly vertical, and it doesn't bounce a lot, it's not too bad for recoil control. There's a distance between us. In multiplayer mode, most of the fights are close to mid-range, so we don't have to consider attachments that increase the weapon range. Since AK117 is fast, in this build, we mainly focus on the ADS speed, to make it even faster. To do that, we apply the no stock, and the tactical laser. These 2 attachments can boost ADS speed by 4 frames, which is about 66 milliseconds. Then we choose the Strike foregrip for better recoil control and accuracy. It can reduce vertical recoil by 14% and increase ADS accuracy by 1. Even though the Ranger foregrip provides better vertical recoil control, it has a drawback on ADS speed. It is against the goal of this build, so it's not an option here. Since the fire rate of AK117 is very high, 30 bullets are almost insufficient, it is essential that an extended mag is equipped, due to how fast the ammo runs out. Lastly, to remedy the vertical recoil drop that comes with no stock attachment, we will apply the rubberized grip tab. Here goes our build for MP, let's see how it performs against the default AK117. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. Well, the MP build increased ADS speed by 30%, not as good as some other rifles, but this is the best we can get for AK117. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I post epic gameplay videos, tips and tricks videos, and gunsmith videos every 2 days. Now let's move on. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. Since we don't target the recoil control in this build, there isn't much difference in terms of vertical recoils. By the way, I have tried a build with maximum recoil control as well, the result wasn't very good either. Apart from that, the fire rate and damage range are identical to the default AK117 in this build. To sum up, this is a well-rounded build, specially designed for MP. It boosts the weapon's mobility in terms of ADS speed, as well as a bit of accuracy and control of the weapon. Now let's move on to the BR build. In Battle Royale mode, as most of the fights are in range, we need to maximize the weapon damage in range. We start by applying the monolithic suppressor, which gives us a 25% range increase. However, the downside is also severe. There is a huge impact on mobility, so if you care about mobility, use a strike foregrip instead. To increase the range even further, we use the marksman barrel. It boosts the range by 40%, while also improving the horizontal recoil and ADS accuracy. Again, there is a hit on weapon mobility as well. The result of the range increase is significant. It increases the 4 shots kill range from 4 meters to 7 meters, 5 shots kill range from 21 meters to 35 meters, and 6 shots kill range from 36 meters to 59 meters. Next, we choose the steady stock for its flinch stability and horizontal recoil improvement. To finish up the build, we will add the tactical laser and granulated grip tape to improve the weapon's accuracy. One thing to notice here, we didn't add the extended mag for this build, so it's highly recommended to equip a mag mod in BR. Here goes our BR build, let's see how it performs against the default AK117. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. We sacrifice mobility for a longer range, so ADS speed is slower than normal as expected. It's not too bad in BR though. Soldiers, it's time to get your shit together, and start training. Click the link in description to join our battlefield in Discord. Let's grow together. We give away free CP on daily basis. We also host tournaments with real prize. Make sure you don't miss it. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. The vertical recoil is as good as usual, which is controllable. We notice a slight improvement in horizontal recoil, which will help us with better control of the weapon.
Millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days.
Last but not least, let's check the damage in range. As you can see, with this BR build, the weapon damage didn't drop a bit over 21 meters. Even in the 30+ range, the damage still remains the same. Whereas the default AK117, the damage has dropped from 5 shots kill to 6 shots kill. To sum up, this is a maximum range build, specially designed for BR. It improves the damage range, and provides better accuracy and control of the weapon, at the cost of mobility. Overall, AK117 is still one of the top weapons in BR. Let's see how amazing it is in the real game. Soldiers, our session ends here today. Hope you enjoy the weapon discussion and different loadouts that I presented in this video, and if you did, please do leave a like, and comments below. Subscribe with notification on, so you won't miss out on my future tips and tricks videos. Share this video for supporting this channel, and for appreciating my hard work. I will see you again in our next mission. Until then, stay safe, peace out.